Hello everyone, this is Akuchi back with some more Dominion. Be playing my final league match of the season against ipsb, who I have not played against yet. So the situation is as follows. I need to win at least 2.5 games to avoid demotion, I think. So yeah, um, we got a battle on our hands. We are both fighting to survive. I haven't played this opponent before. Um, so no way to trash estates. We can avoid. Captain looks very good with experiment. And conspirator. And then we got nomads. I mean, there's no way to trash copper either. But there is storyteller. How do I feel about nomads? We could open silver avoid haven. If I had the 4-3, I think I'd consider nomads avoid. Avoid is how many cards? 3 cards. So silver avoid haven gives us a chance to hit to hit 6. And if not, we can do like avoid nomads or something. I think I'm gonna do it. Conspirator avoid is quite good. I think I would have gone with nomads though. There's a like we could double avoid. If we double avoid, we just guarantee hit 6. That's probably better than Haven. Not great. I don't think there's anything else we want to buy. Oh, this is nice. It's not that nice. So do we want a captain or do we want like avoid storyteller? Captain, we draw 2. I mean, avoid is really quite good. We could also get. We could actually double avoid if we play Captain as nomads and buy nomads. We can double avoid, right? Or get like avoid experiment or something. Pilgrimage. Interesting. But we can't avoid the estates that are there unless we play this as experiment. So... yeah. Storyteller is a little bit awkward with our, like, conspirator-based economy. So we might not want that anyway. Yeah. Have an experiment there. I think I just want another captain, to be quite honest. It all worked out. I was just thinking, like, I have these captains. It's probably for the best. Alright, so my options are I can play it as nomads, and then this captain can be a conspirator. Or I can play first captain as experiment, and then the last captain will have to be a nomads. Right. I think we'll do the nomads first kind of thing. Cool. Could go nomads avoid pilgrimage. I'm not quite ready for pilgrimage. Could go nomads avoid conspirator, or nomads avoid storyteller. I think that's all better than avoid captain. I don't know about the storyteller. I'm a little bit nervous about it, to be quite honest. We have a nomads down there, along with a conspirator. It's pretty likely we get to it. We do not get to it. That's unfortunate, but we can double avoid captain. Okay. I think this is fine here. Not 100% sure, but I think it's fine. Looks fine. Okay. We could go Captain Pilgrimage. Our opponent has the boot up, so they probably can't get double Captain. Haven't been paying too much attention. I think that's unlikely. So let's go ahead and do Captain Pilgrimage, double avoid. My opponent said oops at some point. I don't know when they said that. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. That's so selfish. That's so selfish. Ooh. So selfish. Alright, so we probably want to get maybe... So Pilgrimage can give us Conspirator, Nomads, and something else. Can't give us Captain. So it can give us Port or Gold. I think we probably do want Port. Hmm. I don't know how important it is. Oh, we could have done something clever, I think, with gain and play with captains using armory. I forgot about that option. Yeah. We botched that. Oh well. So probably port, double conspirator, double avoid. We can start on provinces maybe next turn. We just added cantrips to our deck, so this should be fine. And then we can always use armory. I don't know, this port thing could have just been a big distraction. I don't think it's ever going to be in anybody's incentive to like empty the experiments to make the opponent's captains worse. I've got the deficit of captains, but we have other advantages. I don't know how likely our opponent's last turn was. They had 13, so they had like one spare coin. You know? I wonder what the thinking here is. Wasn't there a featured match at noon? Doesn't it seems to be over somehow. That's a lot of conspirators. That's all the conspirators. Our opponent's in really good shape. Huh. Okay. I'm on the back foot, certainly. That looks like a Void Province Conspirator to me. Yep. Okay. So I think what we want to do is grab a conspirator. But we can do this first. Okay. That's everything we need. So, do we need more plus buy? I don't think so. We just have a port. I don't think I want to play this as a... Oh, if we can empty conspirators, though. That does hurt our opponent quite a bit. It doesn't hurt that much. Hurts a little bit. These are all my conspirators, so I just have like a port down there. I don't have 2 coppers. I have 1 copper. What else do I have down there? 1 copper, 1 port. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure. So we have 3 buys. We're going to do Pilgrimage, Conspirator, Province. It all seems fine to me. It all seems fine to me. Okay, we did have that situation. All right. Good. Double avoid. Oh, do we have to worry about a pile out? Nomads and port are kind of the things to worry about. Oh. Our opponent does have a lot of captains, which can, like, armory gain ports. I don't think I want to lower that conspirator. And now I'm actually wondering if I should be getting a duchy. I'm quite nervous now. Hmm. Yeah, let's avoid double province, I guess. I am nervous. I don't think our opponent can win now. That'd be crazy. They'd have to empty Ports and Conspirators, which is 5 gains. And then they'd need to buy Province Estate. Not impossible. Seems very difficult, though. Maybe possible. I just don't have the draw, right? I mean, Ports and Conspirators are all neutral in gains, so they do get to play one of these captains as experiments, and they have 3 Conspirators, like, in their deck. They can draw all but 2 cards. Maybe they can do it. And they only need the 2 buys. Maybe they can win. Gain Port, gain Conspirator, and then you play as, like, experiment. They going for it? In terms of money, they definitely have it. Conspirators and a single Nomads. 3 Conspirators, a single Nomads, and they just need 2 copper, which they certainly have, right? Do they have the actions? They will if they gain the ports first. Why did they get... Oh, one of them gets top deck. That's fine. Probably. I think they have the win. Which means I needed to not buy Pilgrimage, which is really unintuitive. It might have been correct. Double avoid, double province, you know. Would have been fine. I assume they have a captain in hand. Wait, do they have the win? Oh, I miscounted. This is very non-trivial. They're going to be 1 gain short. I think no matter what they do, aren't they 1 gain short? They only have the 1 Nomads. So I think I accidentally left them in a really tough spot. I think this was not the way. One more captain, which is Nomads. They have 3 buys, yeah. Our opponent used a lot of armories there. So if they don't have to use armories, can they get triple province on their turn? Seems likely. 5 conspirators is 10 coins. Nomads makes it 12. You can play some of those captains as nomads. It's tough to get 3 provinces. Can I get 3 provinces? Probably not. Armory for nomads is a pretty strong play, though, that we should consider. I mean, avoid province looks good to me. I can't really double province. Even double province duchy is not safe, because our opponent can just province duchy estate. So if our opponent provinces, we probably just need to avoid the province pile entirely, assuming we can't win. Oh wait, we need to be looking for a pile out as well, because our opponent um, left piles low. Oh wow. Okay. Um, I think I just want a double experiment. Like now we know our opponent can't triple, so playing for the long game, I think is correct. Okay. All right, so we have the 2 captains. Now the question is, can we win? No. We need, are there nomads, which we don't have. Okay. I think we just take duchies. Wait, because then can our opponent then just win next turn by gaining stuff? Hmm. I don't know. Our opponent's got a pretty fat deck now. So armory for nomads. We can consider that. Instead of playing it as nomads, is that better? So if we get triple duchy, our opponent has a really easy time winning, don't they? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, a triple duchy is not very good. Our opponent just wins by buying a duchy after gaining all the ports. So maybe we have to go double province. At which point our opponent wins by buying province. Which is pretty easy when they have all those captains in play. Hmm. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. I think we just need to maximize the points we gain, which involves armory for nomads. Oh no! Oh, we don't have any avoid potential now. Whoops. So yeah, our opponent probably wins. I don't know if that's avoidable at all. So all our opponent needs is to gain 3 estates, excuse me, gain 2 estates and buy a province, or buy province duchy. Either of those will work. I mean, we should win next turn. That much is clear, but we need that turn. That's funny that Nomads was like the top card there. Too bad. Well, whatever. Oh no, I showed our opponent how to do that. They have a conspirator in hand, I assume, or a captain that can be an experiment. I guess it's not in hand. Yeah, it's in hand. Okay. Ew. That was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. We got a lot of points in 11 turns. So close. Our opponent getting that sixth captain out from under us, delaying our pilgrimage, was definitely the game decider. Definitely the game decider. Okay. Quartermaster can gain tunnel. That's probably enough. Trashing's a little bit awkward. We have Ducket Sewers. Okay, practice on Quartermaster seems really strong. Oh, we also have Hideout Sewers. So it's a little bit... I don't know. Like, should we get Sewers at this stage? I do want to be able to practice the Quartermaster, and it's not a guarantee. I mean, it's never a guarantee. I don't think silver really is what I want. Okay, this is good. I mean, it's pretty good. Would have been better if we saw 3 coppers in Quartermaster. Oh, our opponent didn't do it. Maybe they couldn't. Maybe they just missed it. Okay, so if we get Advisor, we're guaranteed to be able to hit 5, which means another Quartermaster. I like that. Still think we want Advisor. Might discard our Quartermaster. We could go for Hideout. We'll get Hideout eventually. Wow. Alright, we do have Quartermaster down there. That's pretty good. Let's get another. So we can just end this game on tunnels and estates. Another pile, some other pile. They're going for it already. Ooh, there is a bad draw here. Oh, but it wasn't what our opponent really needed to do the other thing. Okay. Um, we just practice that Quartermaster. Get 3 tunnels. Or at least 2 tunnels. Or not. I'm wrong. Okay. So we need money. We have plus buy, so we probably just want silver. Maybe we can win next turn. No, we can't win next turn. Hmm. I don't really want a farmer's market, I don't think. I think I just want more silver now. Okay, do I even want to trash? I don't think so. Alright, let's count these fairgrounds, see if they're up to 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay. Okay, we go for fairgrounds now. So Ducat and Advisor are going to be the low ones. So our opponent next turn could gain 3 Ducat. Oh, okay. Our opponent next turn could gain 3 Ducats. They can't really buy 3 Ducats though, right? Maybe they can. Hmm. Womp womp. Okay. I think the safest play is to buy a province. Because our opponent's going to try to empty Ducats. But they're going to need VP to beat me. We have the better long game. We just have to get there. However, we could go Gold Fairgrounds Duchy. That gives us even more VP. I kind of like that. Opponent's deck is just full of junk. But I think it has 3 Ducats. Yeah, they would have been able to empty ducats. Okie dokie. Let's see. Can we win the game here? I don't know. If we take one advisor, and then we empty a billion more advisors, our odds are pretty good, but we don't really need to take that risk. I think we should just play it safe. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. We definitely, like, maybe we just want to take an advisor and some silver. We didn't use the +2 on the charm, right? So what we need to win is province and get rid of all the advisors. That doesn't seem likely to me. Wow. I think we want the fairgrounds because if we get a duchy, I think we open ourselves up to our opponent winning. Well, maybe not. Um, our opponent, in terms of uniques, has copper, estate, silver, ducat, tunnel. They're going to get advisor, quartermaster, province. I don't think they're there. I don't think they're there, and I don't think they can get there. I think duchy is safe. Yeah, this is trivial. Siren. Any siren tricks? Don't see any. Well, Band of Misfits can play Siren. Wait. Nope, it can't. Not anymore. Stupid errata. Faded Tools, great. I don't know. Sook is pretty good, but not amazing, right? Do we want Poet? Poet Silver? Sook, Butcher, both pretty good. Yeah, if only Band of Misfits could play Siren, it would be a very good card. If only. Now, the curses from Siren aren't too bad to deal with. You just need Sauna Silver. Silver we're going to open with. There's nothing else to open on 3. We're going to open Poet. We might get a Sauna on turn 2. Turn 3 or 4. That looks really good for our opponent. They can Sook and trash 2 cards. Let's see what those 2 cards they get to trash are. If it's 2 copper, it's not good. But if it's anything other than 2 copper, I would take Sook in a heartbeat. If it's 2 copper, that's sad. There's still a good argument for Sook, but there's also a good argument for Butcher. Now we need to see Copper Silver to be really happy. If we see 4, we need to decide between Poet and Sauna. There's no plus actions in this kingdom. Oh, this is bad. Hey, I have almost as bad of a outcome as our opponent. Well. Well then. I guess I'll get Silver Butcher. Dang. What? Our opponent didn't get Sook there? My mind is blown. Sook would have been so good. You can trash 2 estates. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, the plus action situation is a little tricky. And there's no plus buy. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I'm gonna get a souk, I think. Oh, there's ox. Why do I have one coffer? Oh, good harvest. Did I bottom deck 2 silvers? It sure looks like it. Tools. I bottom deck 2 silvers. What a world. Oh. Uh. So we could just trash 2 more cards here. Let's do it. I'm just trying to decide if I should play Poet as an Ox. Probably. Probably. Or I could trash it, gaining a Siren. I do want to play with Siren. I guess I could have counted. So what if we did like a library souk kind of thing? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? We want a sauna, though. That's pretty important. Hmm. I guess we can trash a copper. Souk sauna. Sure. Oh, well, this is not ideal. What? I confess I'm confused by my opponent's play. You know, Sook is a good card. I'm just going to keep clicking on it. Should we get a Siren? I have a silver down there. It's probably a copper. Probably a copper. I would probably like to clean those off. Hmm. Interesting. We will get more money, though, if we just ox the poet. I'm just a little worried about our next turn not being good. Hmm. We get 3 coins, and then we lose 4 coins? More than that. Hmm. I don't really know. I would like to deny Avantos from our opponent. Our opponent just has 2 estates just chilling. And at least as many coppers as we do. Probably 4. Piles are getting kind of low. Alright. Poet? Sauna? Ooh. Not great. Not great. So Souk will give us 2 coins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think it makes sense to play Butcher. Oh no, it can give us 3 coins if we ox the Butcher. This was really unlucky. I'd kind of like to get a Siren, but it's not essential. Maybe we just take 2 Avantos, just to spite our opponent. I don't love it. Oh, no, 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 no. I want to trash her. Okay. Okay, I think my plan is to Ox, Poet, Souk, play Avanto. Go from there. Playing Siren, certainly. This is a weird board. I don't think I played it well. Okay. Hmm. Brings us up to 14. So we can do Siren. Probably want a Souk. Maybe another library. If we don't need it, we can Ox it. Our opponent can't win this turn. We definitely have a lot of gains. A concerning amount of gains. And once we start provincing, we're not going to have a very good draw. This is a very good deck, because we're relying on Sook for payload. Oh yeah, tools gives an extra 1 coin and buy. That is an extra reason to get that. Be very surprised if our opponent wins here. But they have deck control. Our opponent has 3 copper, I guess? And 3 tools. And some other card, I guess. What's the other card? I don't know. Maybe they're getting a siren now? How's our opponent getting plus buy? Oh, just from treasures. A lot of tools. That's a lot of tools. Okay. It would be nice to have a butcher later in our turn. We don't have that. I think I just want to play Avanto. Thank you. We can chain some more. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. We can't win, right? We can't win. I don't think the Sooks are doing too much now. Probably a Butcher makes the most sense. Butcher gives us the most options, and then we can just take double province. Boy, this is taking a long time, this match. Sure hope we finish within 3 hours. Oh, our opponent got a province. When did that happen? Oh, they're going to try to mill all the provinces. They have a lot of butchers. One's in the trash. So they have 3 more. No, they have 2 more butchers. Can they do it? I'm not sure. Can they do it? They only have like the 1 province. This seems challenging to pull off. They also need like some other points. I guess they don't have to mill, right? They could, if they can manage it, right? A 5 into a province, province into province, by province. Yeah, that seems doable. Maybe they can do it. They need to win this turn, otherwise I win. Now that they've lowered provinces to 4. They do get, like, money-wise. Yeah, money-wise, they get 6 from copper, silver, tools. They get 2 more coffers. I think they win. If they have the province in hand, they win. And obviously the butcher. They shuffled their deck, so they have the butcher. I think they win. No, 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 they need a double buy province. Never mind. How are they going to win? They're not. Okay. They have a billion tools. I think those three cards are all tools, or there's a province in there. But I think they're all tools. Which, like, what do you even want to gain? Nothing, really. There's no win. It's close, but there's no win. It's really close. One coffer from or one coin from a losing tie. Three coins from a win. Come on. Why are you playing those tools? You obviously didn't want to gain anything with the first tools. What are you going to gain with this tools? Okay. Um, okay, we're just putting sirens in the trash. Don't worry about it. All right, this looks good. Should we should we just do this? I think so. We could just have the win here. All right. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We just need to buy a province. So I think we pretty much have that. Okay. All right, one more tie or win is all we need. Let's do it. What do we have? Inherited port. Um, oh, this is interesting. So there is no way to trash copper. Hmm. That is an argument. This might be a case where you replace the copper instead of the estate. Hmm. What is this game like? The draw is not great. It might be poet stuff. Hmm. We can get +5 from Wine Merchant. Taskmaster, maybe. The coppers are going to get in the way. Okay, but we could just get Poet Hermit, and that would help. What if, like, what if you hit 2? You'll feel like an idiot, you know? I will feel like an idiot if I hit 2. This might be like... I mean, the poets are probably going to draw up the coppers pretty well anyway. Do we want to play with Jack? This is a weird board. This is a really weird board. Huh. I think early tempo is better than long-term stuff. I think it's better. Okay, so now we have to ask ourselves, do we want a Jack? Which we should have had an answer for. We want a Jack if we're going to be playing kind of just whatever, like not trying to get deck control. Port, flourishing trade. I don't think I care. about deck control that much. On the other hand, Hermit might just be a better card. I think it's just a better card. We have another opportunity. To get Jack. We have another opportunity. You know, we can junk our opponent with Jester. That seems pretty good. I don't think we get Jack anymore. So we could get Poet. It's fine. We could get Taskmaster because we're almost certainly going to be able to play it to gain a 5 cost. I just don't think like we're going to be consistently gaining 5 costs. I think that's unrealistic. Let's get a Poet. This is a weird one. I guess Trader can technically trash coppers. If you reveal Trader when you play Jack of all trades, you can exchange the silver for a silver. That could be useful. I forget what this means. I think this means the action resource you can convert to bias. I think that's what it means. Which, I mean, port's in the kingdom, so we should be able to get a lot of that, you know. Our opponent did the same thing we did. Let's go. Do we use Madman? We could save Madman. We have a port down there. I don't know, what are we trying to do? I don't know. I don't know. I think Jester is pretty good. I think Jester, like, messes up the opponent the most. But we could get Wine Merchant. I don't know, we don't have, like, a Madman anymore, so our potential to get multiple buys is kind of low in general. I think I want the Jester. This is 5 copper. That was good. That was good. Let's see what our opponent does. Let's go ahead and get a... Let's get a guide. I could get a poet. It's an option. I'm not going to. Poet soon, though. Poet soon. I don't know. I kind of like Jester. Junking the opponent seems good. Maybe I should be playing with more Taskmasters. I don't know. I've got the Jester, so maybe. Hmm. The Weird Kingdom. Fairground seems important. Oh, our opponent just gains a Fairgrounds right off the get. Wow. Oh, hold on. Everything costs one less. Oh, they have to gain a gold or a Fairgrounds. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, Poet's really good. Um, Fairgrounds is fine. So we could buy Poet and gold or something like that. Poet seems pretty good. I mean, if Taskmaster goes away, it's not the end of the world, so. But I mean, what else do I need? I don't mind this wine merchant being stranded. So, yeah. Let's just do Poet Gold. What a weird kingdom. It has so many Taskmasters. Oh my god. Is that good? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They're pretty like guaranteed to hit 5 now with all those Taskmasters. It just might cost them other stuff. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is not ideal. Yeah, okay, man. Plus buy seems like what I want, right? Maybe not. Yeah, no, this seems good. We are getting close to the end of the game. I mean, we have our ports. I think we have enough ports. I guess there's an argument to get another set of ports. We have 3. They give plus buy. Why is our opponent going so hard after them? Guess you could like empty curses or something? Unclear. Whatever. So many Taskmasters. I mean, it's probably good. It's probably good. I don't know, man. How many uniques do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We have 10 uniques. It'll be pretty tough to get up to 15. Our opponent, on the other hand, shouldn't have much trouble. Should we get a duchy? Going into the shuffle, that seems wrong. I think getting one more wine merchant is probably correct. Oh, we can get 2 things, right? We can use... I don't want to trigger this shuffle, I don't think. So I don't think I want to use buy foresight. Our opponent can't win, right? So let's just get that. This is not great. We can do better. Now I kind of wish I had... Oh, our opponent almost wins. I don't know whether I want to draw out the game or not. It's confusing. Oh. 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 I did not see that. Wow, that's nice line. That is where all those actions come into play. Oh, the estate pile out. Well, I shouldn't have bought that wine merchant. Huh. Ooh. That's rough. Yeah, our opponent definitely understood the end game better there. And I guess the Taskmasters paid off. Another inherited game? What the heck, man? Starts with a scepter. Guard Dog's scepter is kind of interesting. Desperation with scepter stuff. Pretty good. Pretty good. So we can trash either with Forge or Student. Mountain Folk is really weak. So I'm kind of leaning towards... I'm leaning towards Forge. There's also Sycophant. Or, you know, whatever. Okay, so we can Forge. We got Market Square stuff. We are missing plus actions. I want plus buy. That can come from charm. I want plus buy. Wait, what's desperation? Oh. I thought desperation was delay. I'm glad I checked that. It's not delay. Our opponent opens with a silver. A silver of all things. Alright, how do we play this, Kingdom? Ugh. There's no plus actions, so opening Swashbuckler seems unwise. We could go Stables into Forge. The Market Square Stables thing is not ideal when there's no plus actions. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. I mean, Swashbuckler is a pretty good terminal to play with. But we need to play with Forge. I think we need to play with Forge. Which means we open either Stables or Charm with Guard Dog. Hmm. Guard Dog is good if we pair it with Scepter. We get a 4-card draw. I think we want to play more conventionally, though. And then maybe we don't play with Guard Dog. You know? This is messed up. I don't know what to do. Our opponent goes Stable Silver. That's good. That's certainly... I understand it. How much coins do we have? We have 9 coins in the deck. Getting up to Forge this turn is not super... You know what we should have done? We should have Desperation for Forge. That's what we should have done. And then bought Secret Passage. That's better than what we're doing here. Hmm. Oh well. This is kind of crap. Oh, this is really bad. Mm, I don't need another market square, do I? I'm taking too long. Okay. I think we want to play Stables now. No, we have a market square, so it's actually possible for us to mess that up. We only have 2 copper down there, so we're not guaranteed to draw them if we Scepter as Stables here. I think it's better to just... I mean, we really want to trigger this shuffle. I guess we Secret Passage. And then Desperation for Forge. Not ideal. Bottom deck their stables. Our opponent's just so focused on these stables. This kingdom's weird. I don't know how to play it well. I don't know what our opponent's doing. Confusing me, certainly. I have 2 estates in the deck. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Wow. Wacky. Okay, so what's the play? I think we grab the stables with this trash. Our next turn is not likely to be very good. Alternatively, we play the Scepter again and try to pull up two estates. Oh, don't we have another... We have another stables down there. I'm gonna keep the Scepter. Oh, shit. No, no, no. We can get a Sycophant. It's fine. That's the other option. I don't know. That's fine. Okay. Um, how do we get... How do we get our money? I think we have to trash... We have 2 coppers down there. I think I want, if at all possible, uh, I guess I'll just buy a market square. Or we could just buy desperation, like, and then buy a stables, right? That seems better. So you can get a secret passage here. That seems fine. Or we can get a sycophant. That's fine too. It all works. So what's our opponent's game plan now? I'm curious. I mean, they've got the stables. All right, I'm gonna take the mountain folk, I think. Okay. And we can play Sycophant, it's fine. Sycophant, Secret Passage, Stables, full draw. Yeah, it seems fine. So more than anything else, I need Plus Buy. So we can get that in the form of Market Square, or we can get that in the form of Charm. Charm, I think, is a little better there. Then we can... I don't think there's anything interesting to do here. Replaying in action. We can, like, replay a Stables or something, but it doesn't do much. Doesn't do much of anything. So I think I want a Charm. Yeah, it's another target for Stables also, which is nice. Yeah, I think we just double Province here. We can buy Desperation. It's all good. Just get ahead of our opponent, you know. Yeah, we might be able to, like, double Province 3 turns in a row. I think we can. Still fighting for that under 3-hour match. Our opponent has discarded 7 copper. Wait, how many copper? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 copper. So they have what do they all have? This is weird. They have 2 market squares. They have a forge, a scepter, 3 estates. That's 7 cards. I'm confused. Oh, they shuffled. Sorry, they just shuffled. So maybe they 13. So they have 6 copper, I think, in hand. Well, 5 or 6. No, 5. They have 5 copper in hand. Okay. So yeah, they're going to trash some number of those. And discard 1 or 2 market squares. Do they trash all 3 estates into a gold? Probably. The 4s aren't very... I mean, it's just Sacred Passage. They prefer that instead of a gold. Interesting. Unexpected. Yeah, I'm just going to get 6 provinces. That's my plan. I think it's a pretty good plan. Jesus. This is weird, but okay. All right. Oh no. I think we get there, but just barely. I think we want to buy... Well, we can always, yeah, we can always desperation. So that's the question. We have a gold and a province down there. No, and a market square. So yeah, I think we just buy desperation here. And then we could get a copper, which would save us the desperation next turn. Oh yeah, we can also forge Mill Province next turn. We have lots of options next turn. We just need to make sure we end this turn with 4 provinces. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we just get it no matter what. I wonder if our opponent didn't dud, whether they had any chance here. It's very difficult to overcome the 4 provinces that I have, but maybe they had a chance. Oh, I could have Desperation for a Sycophant, and then I would have just had Mountain. That was dumb. That's on me. Desperation bought a Sycophant. That was definitely the play there. I'm pretty sure I win, but that was an unforced error. It's not a guarantee. I really should have done that. That's just obviously the right play. Gives me so much more reliability, so many more outs. Wow, that was foolish. Our opponent's got 2 golds, I'm pretty sure. They have 1 Sycophant. Looks like they could have spent the favors on their previous turn, and they didn't. That looks like a fatal mistake. Unless I'm missing something. I don't see it. Okay. Oh, I'm kicking myself for that misplay. There are definitely some bad draws here. Ah, I'm really kicking myself. Shoot. We get to see 5 of these cards. That's really good. Four provinces in there. Gosh. If I'd taken that extra Sycophant, it's basically like we just start with 2 more cards in our hand. We have 11 cards in deck. We draw 3 of them. We'd have 8 in deck. And if we had these same like options here, we'd see all but 3 cards. And then stables would be a full draw. Full draw. Guaranteed. As long as I don't like bottom deck. It would have been a guaranteed win. And then I have the Sycophant, which I can turn the gold into. And it's like a perfect double province. Ah! Oh, no, I'd have a Desperation. I have a Curse. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's only a net 1 card I would have. And -1 VP. Okay. It wasn't the obvious play. Still probably better than nothing. Does our opponent have two sycophants? I think they do. Um, and how many coppers do they have? Four coppers. And a silver. That's six. But then the scepter has to be played. And they can't tie. Tying doesn't work. So they definitely can't win here. So they have to decide what they do. I'm guessing it involves getting one province and then multiple. Huh. Playing that market square is interesting. I guess they're planning to get three duchies? I feel like one province, two duchies would be the play. Okay, they are getting a province. Why did they play that market square? Oh, they can desperation. Okay. Will they, though? No, sycophant. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Do we secret passage here or next? We really need a lot of money. Okay. This is cursed. Here's what I'm thinking. Wait. No, that was not what we want to do. We just win the game. All right. Because we can just forge twice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then do that. Okay. All right, we did it. No pressure on the sixth game. Hopefully it's faster. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Do we have plus actions? Not really. Just gondola. All right. Stockpile. Alright. We can just buy Farrier. Farrier's a good card, right? I don't know what terminal we want to play with. I definitely want to play with a Sanctuary. That seems really important. So Farrier seems good to me. Livery, not great in a kingdom with Stockpile, maybe. Ranger... Oh, Conclave is plus actions. Let's go. Well, this is not ideal. Okay. Okay. I like... I like Livery. Conclave plays horses. It's all good. This all works. I guess I knew that was coming, right? It shouldn't be a surprise. It is, but it shouldn't be. Hmm. Um. Yeah, it can be annoying. More than anything, I want these stockpiles back. We're gonna be pretty clean here. And we'll get a conclave, I think. Our opponent's probably doing better stuff than we are. I see what our opponent's doing. That'll empty 2 piles real quick. I'm fighting over the same piles, just not quite as, you know, violently. Single-mindedly, let's say. Okay, our opponent's going for it now. Yeah, they're probably in a better spot now. Hmm. Ultimately, we get to, like, livery stuff. Yeah, screw it. I don't know, another livery. Not great, maybe. Um, Trying to just think about where we go from here. I'm definitely buying Stockpile next turn. So if we just put those four cards, kind of like I don't love that. So let's get a werewolf, I guess. Mm, yeah. Maybe we don't get to the livery. That's not the end of the world. Our opponent's probably got the better thing going on here. I'm like, I got my feet in both pools, you know? I'm like, hey, this stockpile farrier thing seems good, but then I'm like, oh, hey, this traveling fair livery thing seems good. I probably needed to commit a little more wholeheartedly. Maybe probably to the stockpile farrier thing. Womp womp. Oh, our opponent got another livery. That's good. Wait, how are they gonna play it? They forgot to get a conclave, didn't they? They should probably empty stockpiles and farriers. That would be smart. And then they can probably empty estates the next turn. Yeah, isn't that just the play? Two stockpiles, two farriers, and then you have your second farrier overdraw for 15, and you just win next turn on estates. Yeah, it seems pretty trivial, actually. I don't have any counterplay. My counterplay is to, like, get more points, but our opponent can probably just get empty estates and buy province. Yeah, this is too fancy. Our opponent had, like, an easy win. They probably still do, but this was too fancy. Okay, so Gondola is our plan. It's an interesting plan. Too fancy. It's like a guaranteed win if my opponent does that. Unless I can sneak out the win. Maybe I can. Maybe it opens up the win for me. Are we doing things? Come on. I think it's hard for livery to beat out Farrier. Like, you buy a 4 cost, and you get +1 card. It's just not that good. Multiple liveries, but that takes a while to set up. What the heck? Alright. Okay, so our opponent's gonna win next turn, no matter what we do. No matter what we do, our opponent wins. We have 20. $17. We just need to get 2 provinces, I think. Oh. I don't know, I can't count, but it's fine. Opponent almost certainly wins. Estates, province, Farrier. All right, that's a wrap. Another 3-3 results. We end up completely even on the year. We'll be staying in B and participating in the next season of League. Until then.